Cyber risk management is getting more difficult every year. According to our latest ESG research, 91% of organizations believe that addressing cyber risk management is very important to the security of their business. And 65% believe that cyber risk management is more difficult than it was 2 years ago. If we recognize the importance of lowering cyber risk, why haven't we gotten any better at it? Has cyber risk reduction become too difficult to manage? In today's digital world, cyber threats are more prevalent and sophisticated than ever. Organizations face the challenge of protecting their valuable assets and data from evolving threats, yet their security teams rely upon inadequate processes and too many security point solutions, making their lives more difficult and less efficient. Cyber risk reduction requires an in-depth understanding of what you have, asset data, what risks exist within those assets, vulnerability data, and what the threats to those assets are, your threat data. To better understand how organizations are thinking about cyber risk reduction and what processes and technologies can be used to improve organizational security posture, ESG surveyed 375 IT and cybersecurity professionals to better understand the current state of cyber risk management practices. The study covers attack surface and asset management, vulnerability management for efficient remediation, and offensive security technologies to automate discovery of vulnerabilities. There were a number of key findings, but here are a few that stand out. When asked which pieces of their external attack surface had the least visibility, the leading answer organizations gave were SaaS applications and cloud workloads. This makes sense given the ephemeral nature of cloud-native workloads and the tendency for shadow IT to connect to and share data with a large number of SaaS applications. Sadly, cloud-native and SaaS solutions are also some of the fastest growing areas of a typical organizational threat landscape, really exacerbating the problem. Understanding, tracking, and monitoring your entire cyber asset space is crucial to the success of any cyber risk reduction program. Additionally, when asked if they had been victim of a cyber attack that started from an exploit of an unknown, unmanaged, or poorly managed internet-facing asset, 33% of those surveyed said yes. That statistic strongly demonstrates the need for a continuous approach to cyber asset management. If you can't see it, how can you ever hope to secure it? Vulnerability management is the second major component of a cyber risk reduction program. Many challenges exist with the process of vulnerability management, and when asked, respondents said that the two biggest challenges associated with vulnerability management are the coordination of processes across multiple teams, 36%, and multiple technologies, 31%. The vulnerability discovery and management landscape is fragmented with products existing in separate siloed markets. Currently, organizations are expected to purchase application scanners, code scanners, external attack surface scanners, network scanners, and more. A lack of a uniform, coordinated approach to vulnerability discovery, management, and prioritization is breaking the backs of security and IT teams who need to optimize efficiency. Organizations also find value utilizing offensive security programs. While vulnerability scanning helps teams continuously assess their technology landscape for known and unknown issues, augmenting passive and active scanning with pen testing, red teaming, and bug bounties brings a human level of intuition that can't currently be achieved with only automated tools. When asked what they do with the results of pen tests and red teaming exercises, survey respondents stated that they use human-centered offensive security assessments to reassess security and IT processes around cyber risk. And more specifically, they use these programs to improve the efficacy of their current security controls. This finding shows that we are not quite to the era of technology and AI replacing humans for all security program components. Instead, organizations still find significant value from offensive security technologies that augment the ability for humans to find and assess risk. A continuous approach to asset and attack surface discovery, mapping assets to vulnerabilities, and enhancing the human intuition and higher-level thought processes are all required if an organization is to build and execute a successful cyber risk management program that effectively mitigates risk. The most pressing issue around building these programs lies with the number of technologies and team members required for execution. Automation and analysis takes time, and the current product offerings are too focused on bespoke pieces of the puzzle. The next evolution of cyber risk management products will take a continuous threat and exposure management approach as many solutions and companies consolidate over time. Our research shows a comprehensive approach to risk management is a requirement for modern security programs. Those who embrace this approach will see an improvement in remediation prioritization, security team efficiency, and of course, lower levels of risk to the business, ultimately reducing cybersecurity incidents. These were just a few highlights from our study, so be sure to check out the full report to learn more about what has and hasn't worked in this complex and rapidly changing dynamic space.